Dr. David Utley, founder, president, chief executive officer of Carrot. Welcome to Juicing with Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it.
Well, glad to have you here, David.
All right.
We're going to make juice.
I'm ready.
Do you like juice, David?
I like juice.
How much do you like juice?
I like juice.
You love it, the juice?
I love the juice.
You
yes.
love it, the
I'm
juice.
ready.
Okay, well, listen, I've chosen carrots. You know why I chose carrots?
Besides the fact that we are at Carrot HQ right now, tell.
Well, I chose carrots because, first of all, they're high in vitamin A, the highest. They're a superfood, and we're going to talk about that. But I also name each one of these drinks. You know what I
With
call
the
this
team?
one? You know what I call this one?
Tell me.
What's up, Doc? So we're going to start by having you cut up that beautiful,
All right.
beautiful tomato.
We're going to get going.
Just in fours. Oh, you can leave it all.
Leave it all on there.
Just
okay.
leave it all in there. Now, did you know, by the way, the carrot, before it was known as a vegetable that you could eat, you know what it was used for?
No.
Medicine.
I should know that.
You should know that. You went to college for this,
I
but
did.
that's okay. I'm sure they didn't teach you that. I want you to cut an orange, and then we're going to get ready to juice.
Okay, good.
All right? Okay, beautiful. Okay, so here we go. It is time to turn on the
All right.
juicer. Let's
Power
fire it up.
So
Power
3,
it up.
2, 1. All right.
Go for
Ready?
it. Yep. Okay, what I'd like you to do is start handing me the oranges first. David, look it. We're making juice. We're making
are,
orange
man.
juice.
That's right.
You and me. Okay, now we're going to add peppers.
All right.
You know why? Because they're orange. And I make these recipes. This is going to taste really good. I'm telling you, you're
bet.
going to love this. You're going to love this. All right.
We're going to have some audience participation
We
here,
are
right?
going to have audience
All right,
participation.
good.
Now, let's get that beautiful
Everybody's
big,
running away.
look at that tomato.
That's
Huh? Is
awesome.
that a beautiful tomato? Look at it. Okay, and now, the best part.
The ginger?
No. This is where I have the most fun. The carrots.
The whole thing?
Oh, yes. Oh, carrot. Get them down in there. Get that down, carrot. Get them in there. All right, we got plenty of juice.
We want you to wear this helmet because
safety
it's-
helmet.
Safety helmet
Safety
is really
helmet.
important.
Absolutely. Well,
But
listen.
if we turn it off for a second, there's one more.
Super ingredient. There's one more super ingredient that will make this perfectly good. Do you know that they actually distill vodka out of carrot juice? So this
What?
is one of the only vodkas in the country made purely for carrot juice. Or
You've
for
got
carrots.
to be
So
kidding.
we thought we'd add at least. You want to take a little smell there?
Oh my gosh, yo, now I want to take
So
more
we're
than
gonna
the smell.
we're gonna put a
Yeah.
little bit in,
Yeah, save some for me for after. Don't
and
do
then
that.
everybody can.
Oh,
join a
beautiful.
little-
Oh, I smell it. I smell it.
We don't mess around here, man.
No, this is good stuff.
All right.
Well,
Yep.
David, thank you again for allowing us this privilege, this opportunity to come in. Thanks for juicing with me, and I'm looking forward to hearing this story.
Well, it's great that you visited Carrot, and here's to saving millions of lives.
Oh, cheers.
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 Woo!
That's juice.
Awesome.
You love it, a juice. You gotta love it, a juice.
Thanks, man.
So, David, what do you do here at Carrot?
So Carrot, our mission here is to save millions of lives by empowering and engaging people to quit smoking. And so smoking, you hear about the opioid crisis as the leading national healthcare crisis that kills 45,000 people a year. Smoking kills 500,000 people a year. And so our team is dedicated to applying technology, coaching, the proper pharmacotherapy, and all the best ways to help people quit smoking into your smartphone so that we can literally help empower and engage millions of people to quit. So look, check out some of these stats. So this is pretty amazing. It's shocking that there's 1 billion people that smoke globally. 1 billion costs the globe $1.4 trillion in healthcare costs. There's 40 million that smoke in the US alone. It's 1 in 6 adults, and most smokers do not want to be smokers. They just don't know how to quit. And so they try cold turkey, which is a myth. It doesn't work. They try smoking classes, which are hard to get to. They try phone quit lines, which are not that engaging, and therefore they fail to quit. And they lose all of the self-efficacy, and confidence in being able to quit in the future. So we've decided you can't just do more classrooms, you can't just do more pamphlets, you can't just do more phone lines. You've got to bring tech to smoking cessation. You've got to put coaches into your phone. We've created a carbon monoxide breath sensor that measures the amount of carbon monoxide that you absorb when you smoke. We've got human coaches that are tobacco treatment specialty trained. We have this amazing user experience in the phone, and we have a program that is for all smokers. You want to quit in the next month? We have something for you. If you're not interested in quitting at all, just try us for 9 days. You might learn something. If you're interested in the next 6 months, try us. You might actually quit. So that's the secret sauce to what we're doing with Pivot, which is our main product at Carrot.
Well, David, this is fascinating. I really want to learn a lot more about it. I want to hear more about Pivot, but I really want to understand more about Carrot and about you.
Great.
So let's sit down and have a conversation.
Awesome.
All right, let's go. So, David, people of purpose and passion like you, there's generally something that's underneath that. Something drove you to go from being a physician to being an entrepreneur. I'm just curious, can you talk a little bit about, what might that be? What's inside personally?
Well, everybody has their story, right? I mean, I'm 53. I've been through a lot of different types of careers and family and friends and workplaces, and I always wanted to be a surgeon. And that's a long haul, right? Med school training, you don't really become a surgeon until you've been out of your residency, and I think for like at least 5 years. And so that was my career path. And so, I think about all of the patients I took care of. There's a few I remember pretty well, and one of them in particular relates a lot to what we're doing now. His name was Gunner Mack. He was a gunner sergeant in the Marine Corps. And Gunner came, he was probably 10 years older than me, he was in his 60s. He came with a smoking-related tumor of his tongue and a big neck mass from where the tumor had spread. And nobody would operate on him. And we took him on at the VA in Palo Alto, the Stanford Hospital, and operated on him and got clean margins, treated him with radiation therapy, and got him clear. And I got to know him every month for the next 5 years. So he's in the Marine Corps when he was a kid, and they were cigarettes for 10 cents a pack. And so he smoked and he got the first tumor, which our team was able to help him beat. Then he got a second tumor, which he couldn't beat. So he died about 5 years after that tumor came up. And I'll never forget that, is that he didn't want to smoke, but he couldn't beat it. And there was nothing we could do. And he didn't smoke after we treated him for his first cancer. But, I think about Gunner. I tell the team here about Gunner, and people rally around that. There's lots of Gunners out there. There's a lot of people. Most adults who smoke started when they were kids, or they started in college, and they've never been an adult without being a smoker, and they don't know how to quit. But they want to quit. And so that's one of the many stories I could probably tell you.
You're a physician doing some really good and important work, and now you're going to go raise money and develop what we know is just an amazing thing. How did the family react to that?
They're super positive. We all kind of started this company together. The six of us came up with the name.
Was it just because they like orange?
Well, I mean, carrot's it's a very positive connotation, right? Carrot is reward. Carrot is positive. There's nothing bad about a carrot, right? And so we thought that because we're a positive voice with coaching, we're a positive voice with the product, and we have nothing to do with vilifying smoking or scare tactics. It's all positive. We thought it was a pretty good name. It worked for Apple, so we figured it'll work for us.
So David, I reached down to look for my car keys, and I didn't find keys. I found this. Can you talk to me about this sensor?
Right, so that's our Pivot carbon monoxide breath sensor. So when you smoke, you absorb smoke into your lungs. There's thousands of chemicals in the plume of a cigarette. 80 of them make you sick and kill you. One of those is carbon monoxide. You've heard of that, CO, and it's something that people die of in carbon monoxide poisoning, smoke inhalation. But when you breathe in, that carbon monoxide gets into your bloodstream and binds onto your blood cells. And then slowly, when you're not smoking, it comes off into your breath, slowly. So it goes up very fast when you smoke and goes down very slowly when you don't. No one's ever been able to measure that for a person that's in a smoking cessation program with a personal breath sensor. So I can look at my app, it prompts me when to give a breath during the day. I blow into this thing for 5 or 6 seconds, and I can immediately see the reading of my bloodstream and my breath, carbon monoxide, on my screen. And we have games and we have ways to show it, and the lower is better. Normal smokers have a very low level that we dictate, or that we show as green. If you're really high from smoking, it's bright red, and it's a big motivator for individuals to get to green as they're contemplating a quit or as they're actually making a quit attempt.
So there's a gamification to
Totally.
this. What do you see next? Not so much for Carrot. What do you see for our industry? Because there's still big chunks of it that are, as I say, constipated, and we're trying to unblock that constipation, right? So what do you see happening? What do you see evolving?
What I'd like to see is I would like to see patients in the United States and globally have more power and control over their healthcare. I'd like to be able to put preventative services like Pivot in 40 million smokers' hands and have them choose to engage in that, but make it accessible to them. I'd like everybody to have colonoscopy at age 50. I'd like everybody to have access to preventative services. I'd like the patients to be able to drive that, And right now, I think the healthcare system is so complicated that lay people and doctors have a hard time, understanding this. I feel like there's starting to be some patient-driven control over someone's own health. And one way to do that is you let patients measure their own health. You let them have access to their health record. You let them schedule their appointments. You let them check their labs, and you let them see how much things cost, right? And so I think those are baby steps. Here, we're just trying to get really great preventative services for smokers in everybody's hands that deserves it.
Well, David, I have to tell you, I am impressed. I'm blown away. I'm excited. I'm really energized. I'm really excited because you are changing lives. And the mission that you and your team are on, your carrots, right? Your bunch of carrots, it's a tremendous team, but you're doing really good work. So keep going, and thanks for taking time
Cheers.
today.
I appreciate it.